Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is my thing bumping? Is it bumping? Oh, let me get turn on my water real quick. Should have done that when you were on mute, but sometimes I'm a little backwards, especially on like Saturday and Sunday. I'm a little slower. Get my breakfast a little bit later. Sometimes I push it. How you doing, AJM? How you doing, Michael? Mm, I'm so happy to see you guys. Another beautiful day. Let me get one more bite of oatmeal and then we can get started. Something about having a little sugar in the morning gets me going. Now that I'm eating sugar again. When sugar is probably really like the worst thing. I don't know. Maybe it's not the worst thing. I don't know. Anyway, before I get addicted to the next bite, let me go ahead and put this away. Stop being rude. Start a good service show. Well, how's everybody doing today? Oh, there's Cold Spring. How you doing, Shannon? I was just thinking about you. And let me stop this here. Yeah, I was just wondering how everybody was doing. Hey, Clutch. How you doing, buddy? It's been I don't know. It feels like a couple shows, man. I've missed your presence at least. If it wasn't a couple shows, you definitely missed one at least. Because I felt your presence not being there. And I know that doesn't happen unless you're not there. And so it was either a couple shows or it was at least one show. And I'm glad you're doing good, Shannon. I'm glad you're doing good. That's right. You were there last night. That's right. Well, sometimes I get distracted, right? Depending on like what we got going on. And I had Luke on last night, and he keeps getting better and better. Sometimes, like, some people have like this natural energy to kind of speak in public, right? It's just a matter of chemistry, you know. That's the hardest part, is learning the banter and the to where the conversation goes smooth, you know. That's usually the last thing to happen. So when it happens automatically, it's nice. Man, my stomach has been really bothering me lately. Like, I used to have these stomach problems where I would have this, not heartburn, but acid where I don't know, it just affected my organs, man, every time I ate. And I think that I'm facing that right now. Again, because it feels like every time I eat even just a little tiny bit, man, it really is affecting me. Not in a heartburn way, it doesn't go up, right? But just everywhere, it hurts. And last year, it got to the point where if I ate something, I wouldn't even be able to walk to the door. Like, that's how crippling it was. And I wouldn't be able to eat for another 4 days. And so then it got bad. My health got really bad really fast, obviously. But I could really use some prayers, because that I can feel that same type of thing happening again. And it was under control. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's acidic food or grease or something. Maybe me not eating a lot of sugar was important. I don't know. Maybe there's certain things that when they mix are not good for me, because I don't feel good at all right now. But it's nothing I can't push through. Oh yeah, Debbie. Teresa's trying to get a hold of you. And so if you want to get connected afterwards, she texted you. Or if you didn't get a text, then the number is wrong or something. But I'll straighten it out with you guys. I'll make sure you guys have each other's numbers. And then there's always the Skype too. You guys could click on Skype too and do a private chat if you don't know how to do that yet. Like when you're in the group, you could oh really? Is that how they found your cancer? Well, I remember going through like a lot of that, like bone scans and all that kind of stuff because of how bad my stomach got. And I had a couple friends ask me, like, because I thought I did have cancer. I thought that I was dying for sure, and a couple of friends asked me, how does that make you feel to be testing for all this stuff? And it's better me than some 8-year-old kid, like it wouldn't be the end. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I ended up with some kind of grave thing. I would be okay with it. Um, I'd rather not die in pain though. Some kind of quicker thing would be better. But hey, look, it's got to be somebody, right? Why not me, right? Too many times I think that we think about pain or struggle or whatever in life, and no, he just said he'll talk about his part, not on the show, Shannon. That's all. Yeah, yeah. I heard that too. Different types of diet and different types of food and that kind of thing. Um, helps out. Fermented foods, I heard, was something. I don't know. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Clutch is right about that. I can't give any advice. I can only say things how it relates to my own self. Like if I say I ate carrots and I don't like them, right? Well, that's how the carrots affect me, right? If I say don't eat carrots, right? Of course, substitute carrots for medicine, right? If I say don't eat carrots, then that's advice, right? And so that's what sucks, right? All this nuance in the language, right? All these little traps and rules and new things. That's why I don't get so upset when people call me an a-hole on other channels or whatever, or say lies about me or talk crap or whatever. Because you know what? That's their business, man. I don't care what people say anymore. I got God in my life. God knows the truth. And I'm only here for him and you guys anyway, right? That's what he said to do. Love him and you. And if people want to, be what people are, well, then that's just exactly what the word said it would happen, right? It's a narrow road. Few would find it. Everyone can't make it, I guess. And liberty blue blah, right? No big deal. No biggie. It's all good. And I'm cool with that. I have no issues with any of that stuff. So, yeah, a lot of people have been not feeling well, right? I haven't been feeling really all that great. I mean, I'm feeling better than, I mean, it's kind of weird because feeling bad now is far better than even feeling great way back then, Like I would rather feel bad now on my bad days now than ever go back to even my good days before I had the spirit in me. I don't want to go back to that where not only was I in pain, but like um no hope, you know. Now I know that if I die, I know where I'm going, you know. Magnesium, and it just went away. Is that for digestive stuff? Because now I'm interested in that. I don't know, man. Like now my stomach feels okay, but I took one bite of oatmeal and it hurt for like just now, like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I was praying for you, Shannon, no doubt. Yeah, 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 I knew you weren't doing good. You were yes, I'm glad you're doing much better now. I'm glad everyone was praying because that's man, I didn't realize just how powerful prayer was, man. I used to think like whenever I was going through something, years and years ago, of course, right? And someone said, "Oh yeah, I'm praying for you." I used to think, "Yeah, okay, thanks, buddy." Like whatever. You know what I mean? What a bad attitude. What a horrible attitude I had towards prayer. And in reality, that's really what I needed the most was people praying, like thinking about me in a positive way and petitioning God on my behalf. I mean, what 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 else could I ask for from people? You know? And I don't know, like I was kind of reminded this month, right, that it's not all that times aren't always easy all the time, right? Like I've had a pretty good streak for the past 8 or 9 months where I had enough and I haven't needed anything from anybody, and things are going smooth, right? Very self-sufficient, just me and God, right? And um, this month, man, things were tight, like financially tight for the first time in a long time, right? I'm like, oh no, not bad. I mean, I made it this month, right? So obviously not so tight that it was horrible, right? But just things I was able to do for my kids the last couple of months, I wasn't able to do this month, and haven't been able to eat the way I want to eat, that kind of thing. And so these things are going to affect us. We're going to be affected by some, like, there's no way to avoid any of this stress that's going on out there. We're all going to be hit by it. Yeah, we're just going to have to ride the wave. That's exactly it, Clutch. You're absolutely right. I mean, and here's the thing, how do we even know anymore, man, with all the bad information and all the you know the ways they taught us how to manage our lives. We're finding out slowly that nothing they've told us is real. There was a time where I actually thought the stock market was real, and I thought that if you gauge trends and all this, you can make a lot of money, and you still can to a certain degree, but it really is rigged, man. It is rigged. Yeah, the financial thing is definitely hitting. Yeah. Yeah, we are reaching it. I'm not to the point where I'm broke or need help, but like, I got way closer to where like I wanted to be. And yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to spend less on certain. Either I'm gonna be able to help my kids less, which they're grown now. They're not grown, but they're adults, right? And so I'm gonna have to let go a little bit of helping them and stop babying them so much. And I'm also gonna have to like, take care of like what I eat a little bit better because I can't afford to keep eating what I'm eating because it's hurting me. It's like it's causing me physical pain. And so I gotta really have a diet that works, and probably get more exercise. I don't know if you guys are thinking about starting an exercise deal or whatever, or anything for the new year. I know Teresa has her garden, so she's always got fresh food and fresh stuff to eat out of that. That's pretty cool. I think that's a nifty idea. And Clutch has got a garden, I think. And those tomatoes looked amazing. I mean, she's got so many tomatoes. And they all look great. Yeah. Oh, who believes they're gonna be rich? I wanna find out. I wanna find out who thinks they're gonna be rich. Oh, a guy that goes broke for putting in the stock market, he goes up and crashes. Yeah, 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 exactly, man. Yeah, you keep putting money in that stock market thinking that it's real, and it will trick you in the sense that it does go with trends, right? The trends do come true, right? But only when they're not rigging it. And so it's like they know when all that's going to end and start. So if you know that information prior to going in, then that means like half the people have, or whatever people that know that have that advantage to start with. And so that already it eats into whatever your advantage would be. There's only 100%, right? There can never be more than 100%. So if anybody's taking advantage of any of that, it's less available for you to get. And the math always works out, right? That's why they set up these usury funds and interest rates and all this stuff, right? Because it always works. It's a system that will always filter up, you know? Yeah, overnight they can just completely change everything. Yeah, yeah, he's been homeless 3 years trying to get rich overnight. Yeah, it sure happens, man. And it's like gambling, man. People get addicted to the stock market too. I've seen it. I mean, I've seen people with just regular jobs, right? They work at a gas station or something like that, and they're in the stock market heavy. And you're like, come on, man. Like, you're not some kind of businessman. Like, you don't need to be having all your money in stocks, man. You need to pay your bills, man, and pay your child support. Why you buying why you buying stocks, man? You know? Oh yeah, those giant tomatoes are wonderful. If anybody wants 1 pound of tomatoes, they're perfect for canning. Hit me up. I'll send you seeds. Oh yay! Yeah, for sure. I'll give you my address. If you want to send a pound of tomatoes my way, I'm good with that. So, like, the seeds give you a pound, or is it you have a pound that you are going to mail? Because that's interesting. Because you would figure the seeds would be in the tomato, right? Wouldn't that make a tomato a fruit because the seeds are inside of it? Yeah, seeds makes it a fruit. I don't know. I could be tripping. I think so. Because the strawberry seeds are on the outside. It's not a fruit. It's a berry. Yeah, tomatoes are fruit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew that. Oh, they're called 1 pound tomatoes, and there's seeds for them. Oh, I get it. The tomatoes are 1 pound each. Wow. That's crazy, man. You can have like tomato steaks, man. You could just slice those suckers and just fry them up or whatever, and just have oh my God, Shannon, the tomatoes are transgender. It's a vegetable in a fruit's body. It's a vegetable in a fruit's body. Get your number. Oh yeah. I'll give it to Clutch. Yeah, he's out of country though. He's in Canada. So you might get, it might be a funky thing on your thing. Just you'll know when he calls. Each tomato is 1 pound. That is amazing. I could definitely the tomatoes identify as a vegetable. I could definitely eat tomato, but see my stomach acid, man. I gotta eat a lot of bread or something with it. I don't know. Or maybe it's the bread that's killing me. Who knows? I used to love to eat French bread, like, I don't know, a whole loaf at a time. I'd be able to eat like a whole loaf. I just loved bread for some reason. I don't know if there's any bread lovers here, but I was a bread lover, man. I could eat a whole loaf of French bread just snacking on it. Well, you're not good at Skype yet? Well, if you want Teresa on Skype, right? You don't push the camera button if you don't want. But there's a phone button too. And if you hit the phone button, it's just voice talk. I talk to Tom all the time on Skype too, even though we have each other's numbers. You just hit the phone logo on there, and you'll know if you're on camera because the camera will show you on camera. Like, you'll be able to see you if you're on camera. You know, I guess they do that so you could check your hair or whatever, make sure you look all right or something. I don't know why they do that, but every time you click on the camera, it'll show you yourself. So you'll know if you're on camera or not. There's no surprises. So you just click the phone icon, and then it'll call. Hey, Roland, good morning. God bless. Oh, you Skyped with Sheila? Oh, yeah. Sheila's fun. Sheila's fun to Skype with. Yeah. Her voice, man. She's so proper. There's two sides to the UK. There's the proper part, and there's like the other part. That's all I'll say. And it's night and day, man. It's kind of the difference between like the deep south, you know, and New York or something. Oh yes, please text me about my stomach issue. No, I don't know what anything is. I don't know what casing is. What does that mean? Oh, I don't know anything about anything. Like, if I ever sound smart, it's just those things. I only talk about what I know about. You know what I mean? So if I don't talk about it on here, then I don't know much about it. I am dumb in a lot of ways. Oh, what's causing it? No, but they did tell me one time that it was what was it? Renal tubular acidosis, right? Which may be a misdiagnosis. It's like heartburn, but it goes backwards to your kidneys from your stomach, and your kidneys have to protect themselves from the acid from your stomach. So it sucks all the base out of your blood, right? To where your blood becomes too acidy, and you get metabolic acidosis, which is painful everywhere, all over your body. It's like your blood is acid, basically, or too acidy, so it hurts, right? And so you need to balance that out. Now that's what it feels like when they tell me that that's what it is, and they describe it. That's what it feels like. So I do believe them. But yeah, just one. And then they used to give me heartburn medicine that never worked, right? But then they did give me heartburn medicine that did work, and it worked for like, I don't know, over a year, about a year. And now it's starting to come back again. Like I'm having a tolerance to it. So I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like my spine wants to twist. Like not only does it feel like a knife in my spine, it feels like I need to keep wiggling my. I keep thinking I want to stretch my back, but every time I'm like that, I know that it's the acid. It has nothing to do with the muscles in my back or the tightness, or it's just it's the acid problem. And then once the acid problem's under control, then I don't feel like I want to stretch out my back or the pain in my back. But yeah, it's right in my back, man, in my spine and in my kidneys. Now, see, someone told me baking soda helps, and I have baking soda, and I know that it's the same as Tums. You just take out the you take out the calcium, and the calcium would be left over anyway. It would store in your body anyway. Oh, see, that's exactly what's going on with me. It nearly paralyzes me. I can't even, like, if I eat the wrong stuff, I can't walk from my couch to the door. That's how bad it is. To the point where I could lose control of my bowels. Like, I mean, all the way disabled. So I just have to just be super careful, like fast a lot, I guess. Eat very simple. But now it's like causing me a lot of grief right now. Oh, you know what's causing it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Text me later. Yeah. That would be great. That would be great. Oh, wow. They took half your kidney? Wow. Man, I wish I could give you one of my kidneys, man, before I burn them out. Do you need a kidney right now? I mean, is it messed up or? Oh, yeah. I hope Teresa can help me. Yeah. Well, if not, I gotta go back to this hospital, man. Because I was supposed to go yesterday and pick up some different medicine, but I didn't. I was just too tired and wore out. And I guess that I could go there today and get all that stuff. And they would have to give it to me even though it's not open. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, we talk about all this stuff about kidney transplant and all that stuff, right? I mean, all that's important if you want to live. I mean, I don't care. Like, if I'm going to die and they say you're going to die in 4 months, then oh well, so be it. Like, I'm one of those people. I almost, when, I hate to even say it like this because it sounds horrific and that it's hard to get people to understand. But sometimes when I find out people are dying, I get jealous. Like, I get jealous of them. Like, I almost want to give them all of my health, everything, anything they want, any organ they want, or whatever. I would switch in a second with some of you guys if you guys are in pain or anything. Yeah, if you needed a kidney, I'd give you one. That's weird. So a half a kidney does work? I had no clue. I thought you needed the whole thing. 1.5 kidneys, baby. Like, could you live with 3 of them? I mean, that's interesting. Reveal what? I don't know what that means, reveal. About stomach issues. Oh, dude, the Holy Spirit. Oh, yeah. She wants to know if the Holy Spirit told you what was wrong with you. If it was like if it was like something like a revelation you had, or if it was just something that experience taught you, I guess. Your ex never got his original kidney removed. Oh, so he has 3? Oh, wow. That's crazy. You're welcome, Deb. Yeah. Not sure that is a good way to look at things if you're still. Yeah. No, hey, and you're right, Rowan. If I lived to be 100, then so be it. I'm good with that too. But like, I'm also good with 1 year. Just like I'm good with 100 years. Michigander, what's up, my brother? Oh, you need a sandwich maker? Like what? Like a panini maker? Or what? Oh, you're doing the Eye of Kali and the Mark of the Beast and all that. What's going on, brother? Or is that like your weed face or something? That's like the Kali tongue out, one eye closed. He said no. So you don't want a panini maker? I thought you wanted a panini maker, like one of them grilled cheese makers with the pastrami. You can put the onions and the pastrami in there. Michigander could have a wife, I bet. He's a specimen, dude. He's a wild animal now that he lives off the land. Michigander is feral. Yeah, I shouldn't say things like that. The research has been done to find the kidney can regenerate or repair itself. Wow, that's interesting. I know the liver. Something about the liver can oh no, to the one eye symbol. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Red cabbage, onions, and beef. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't eat a lot of meat, but yeah, I like that. Oh, you're doing the corned beef? What? I hear it's the season for that. I love cabbage. I know it. Oh, really? You could eat it raw. Now that's interesting. I never thought. I mean, I guess I've had it in a salad. I guess it is good raw, man. I like coleslaw. And I know that there's cabbage in that. That's an interesting sort of thing. Oh, you're gonna make some cooking videos later? Ooh. Corned beef hash. Oh, I've never had that. I've seen it at the at the breakfast place where they have the scoop or whatever. But I never had it. I never had corned beef hash. I've never eaten a lobster before. I never tasted a lobster or a crab. Well, fake crab, I think, but not a real crab or a real lobster ever. I've been like I've gone out specifically to eat a lobster before a couple times, but I ended up getting something else. Yeah, I chickened out. I heard it's wonderful, that it's like probably the most best thing ever. But then I've had people that tell me it just tastes like butter and garlic. That you might as well just dip whatever in butter and garlic. I've had borscht. That bread soup from Russia. I've had that. Yeah, I've never had a lobster. You said Red Lobster is my dinner home for a long time. What is that even? Oh, Red Lobster is okay. That's where you like to go. See, Shulamite, we need to talk because my stomach is just not good. Borscht is good, man. If you're talking about that Russian soup or whatever, it is darn good, man. And they made me these other things too. They were like, I don't know, she could cook. They're like Russian food, right? And it was like these like tortellini or ravioli things with it was like tortellini stuff with like mayonnaise on it. I don't know. It doesn't sound good, but it is good. It's like these ravioli things, but you put mayonnaise on it and eat it, and it is damn good. I used to love it. I forget what it's called, man. But yeah, I like oh, so you're from Ukraine. I dated a woman from Kiev. Like one of my first girlfriends ever was from there. And I just asked her if like all this stuff in the Ukraine, well, there was stuff going on a while back in the Ukraine a couple of years ago. And I asked her if any of that was, bothered her or if, she wanted to talk about it. And she said that she didn't care. Like, she didn't care. Like, I was very, very confused by that. Like, it's like, why wouldn't you care about that? And she said that she had been gone so long from there, and I guess um, she was Jewish or something like that, and they didn't treat her very good, or the Russians didn't. I don't know. Something went wrong where she was discriminated against pretty badly, and it's all bad memories or something. And I was too immature to understand it, and now probably I wouldn't understand, But I don't know. She went through some stuff where she was kind of chased in there to begin with, and then they went to Israel, then they went to Italy, then came to America. Yeah, now she's in Belgium somewhere. Belgium. A lot of traveling that girl did. It's there's a lot of crazy things happening in the world, and sometimes I look at the stuff about the Ukraine and I wonder if how much of that is real and how much of that is because if they're staging and manufacturing this and real people are getting hurt and killed, I mean, this is the most evil. I mean, the amount of evil we're talking about is, I mean, tremendous. The the amount of evil we're talking about in this world, if people could stage something where people die. I mean, and of course, we're getting poisoned and all this other. I mean, of course, they're doing that too. The slow kill, obviously, right? Which is already evil, right? But then to do the fast kill stuff too. It's just this world has gotten to the point where it's so evil that God needs to come back. I mean, I'll never tell God what he needs to do, but in my heart of hearts, I believe that he needs to come back, you know? Because it's bad. It's not only bad for us, it's bad for even regular people. Even people that would in a minute jump on their side. They're against them too. Yeah, I cried for people too. I cried, well, not just the Ukraine, but just everybody, man. Just everybody, man. I know it. Jesus is on the way. I know it. Sometimes you just like, if it's going to be 5 minutes, you want it to be four, you know? And it has nothing to do with anything except for like my own impatience, my own desires for pain to stop everywhere. But you also got to understand pain is a motivator too, right? So God knows exactly what He's doing, exactly what pain will drive people to do, right? Sometimes pain will drive people to God and save their soul. What does it matter if you save your life if you lose your soul, right? And that's hard to say, but it's reality, right? It's that's how reality works. It's the world's never going to be a fair place, or it's never going to appear to be fair. Oh, Michael, that is terrifying. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. I know that um, the first friend that I lost that went to Iraq, he was on. No, he went to Afghanistan, I think. No, he went to Iraq, and he was on traffic detail, and he got run over by a 5-ton. And he didn't even get shot by nobody. He got run over by our own stuff because he wasn't paying attention. So vehicles could really be damaging. Weapons, it just makes me sad. Yeah, I think that it is fake and staged, Rob, but I think there are real victims. I think it's both. I think they set it up, and I think that there's something bad and nefarious. Because the whole thing seems set up, especially with like the president being like a former comedian. That's like Jerry Seinfeld being our president. I mean, we're already at that level, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone like Seinfeld won the presidency. As crazy as that sounds, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I wouldn't flinch at it. I could see Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell being the president of the United States. It's crazy. Innocent people. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Definitely stuck. Stuck. I mean, just my heart is exactly where yours is, Shannon. I feel that same way. I can't describe it any better than that. Because, like, even in America, we have a war every 20 years, right? But it's always in someone else's country. So think about other countries. At best, they got a war every 20 years, probably one always going on and being occupied. And that's in stable countries, right? A lot of countries, they have like revolutions and revolts and coups constantly, guerrilla warfare, people in the streets, just, I mean, the world is a constant fight. And we have this, maybe not us, but Americans have like this idea in their mind that the whole world is like this. That somehow none of it, like our problems are somehow more valid or something, like, oh, I couldn't get to the nail salon this week or something, when there's people that have to travel miles, man, to get fresh water to drink. Forget a shower, just to drink, they can't even get purified water. They have to drink running water, and that's good enough. And every so often they have to drink certain teas and eat certain herbs to kill parasites. that are very hard on their body, but if they don't, they'll die from the little parasites. It's just, we got to think about it. We got to have a bigger world view, But anyway, guys, guess what time it is? It's time to hit the old rusty nail. It's time to hit the old dusty trail. And I just want to say thank you guys for showing up today. I'd like to have Mark on tonight if he's going to come by. And so if anybody wants to come on with him and we can all chat, that would be cool. We'll do panels. I want to do panels, get a few people up here. That would be fun for me. And so I would really like that if you guys want to do that. And so I'll say this. Praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. Mark, the first one, Deb. Praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. All glory to God because he deserves it. Please pray for the children and anyone being victimized out there. And, even pray for our enemies at this point. We're running out of time. One day closer, right? One day closer, brothers and sisters. I can't wait till we're in the clouds or in the air or somewhere else glorified so we can hang out and be together, Cannot wait. I cannot wait. That'll be a great, great, great reunion. So, anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tonight at 5 p.m. California time.